Hello, I'm Lucy Gray. Welcome to the programme. King Charles has led national commemorations for those who've died for their country in the two world wars and subsequent conflicts. As Big Ben rang out to mark the start of a 2-minute national silence, the King laid a wreath of symbolic red poppies at the foot of the Cenotaph, Britain's national war memorial. High Commissioners from Commonwealth countries were also in attendance to pay their respects. Let's go now to Whitehall and our royal correspondent Sarah Campbell, who is there in central London for us. And it was a very moving ceremony earlier, Sarah, and this march past, these thousands of veterans of the armed forces marching past, is also so moving, isn't it? It's particularly seeing the older ones so very much wanting to be there, despite how difficult it may be for some of them in terms of mobility and what have you. It's been a very moving hour or so, hasn't it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, there's a lot of leaves falling. The atmosphere has sort of changed from 11 o'clock. Obviously, there's the 2-minute silence, which is incredibly moving, and it's quite powerful. I can't quite describe what it's like being here, right in the centre of London, surrounded by thousands of people, and it just goes completely silent for those 2 minutes, and everybody here has their own thoughts, people that they're remembering. It's a very powerful moment, and then, as you said there, you saw the pictures of the King laying the first wreath. He, of course, is Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. It is his role to lay the first wreath. The second wreath is laid on behalf of the Queen. She and the Princess of Wales and other members of the royal family watching on from the Foreign Office balcony. And then the third wreath laid by the Prince of Wales. He has been for the last week in Brazil. He flew back overnight and had to be here. It really is one of the key events in the national calendar and certainly in the royal calendar, and of key, of course, in his RAF uniform, having served for a number of years in the Royal Air Force. And we were speaking to a Royal Air Force serving personnel here saying how important that is, and the connection between the Armed Forces personnel who are here today and the royal family. That connection very much continues. So that's the sort of the solemn part, if you like, the part of reflection. And what you're looking at now and what's happening now behind me is the march past, and this is hugely important. It's very difficult actually to get a place on the march past. So many people want to take part, and there simply logistically isn't room for all of the veterans and all of the organisations that do want to get involved. So for these 10,000 there, these are the lucky ones, if you like, that managed to get a place, and they will march past the Cenotaph. Just to give you an idea of some of the people who are here. Of course, one of the big anniversaries this year that's being remembered, or the big anniversary, is that of the Second World War. There are a number of veterans here, 20 registered Second World War veterans who managed to make it on behalf of their organisations, the Spirit of Normandy Trust, the Burma Star Memorial Fund and the Chindit Society, of course reflecting the war in Europe and the war in the Far East. And there are 6 101-year-olds marching this year, remembering the Second World War. There are youngsters here as well, because it's not just veterans who are marching, it will be family members as well. I think I saw them march past a little earlier actually, but there's an organisation called Scotty's Little Heroes. You may have spotted them. They are quite distinctive because they're wearing black and yellow scarves. And that organisation was set up to help children who'd lost a parent who was a serving member of the armed forces. So the youngest person marching today is 8-year-old Evie Roots from Scotty's Little Soldiers, and her father, Adam Roots, served with the Army Air Corps. He died in a parachuting accident in 2018. And the March Past is organised by the Royal British Legion, which was set up in the aftermath of the First World War to help veterans, to help them with living expenses, and to give them that sense of camaraderie for other people to talk to. And today, Remembrance Sunday is so important. They will meet here, they will march past, they will go to pubs, they will go to cafes, and they will go to their organisations, and it is a chance for them to get together, to talk and to reflect on what they've done, and for the rest of the country, not just here in London, but at war memorials across the UK and indeed further afield. Again, it's a chance for people to come together, to reflect and to remember what others have sacrificed on their behalf. It is a very important day to all the people that you can see there and far beyond.